Hello there, Gamerinos and Gamerinas. Welcome to UnicornStorm. This is Rady, and today I'm going to tell you whether or not Boy Beats World is worth your while. The game is a rhythm action adventure, and if you imagine something like Crypt of the Necrodancer, you'd be at least a little bit right. It is a top-down game, and you have to go through dungeons and beat bosses to progress in the story. Though the dungeons are more like gauntlets, straight corridors full of enemies, but there are at least some neat little areas in between each dungeon. Combat is kinda like a rhythm puzzle, so every enemy has a specific movement pattern or requires a certain ability or attack to be defeated. Some of them need you to roll into them before they can be damaged. Some of them alternate between a vulnerable and a counter stance. Some of them explode on death, and some of them shoot projectiles at you. And you have to master moving around them while also attacking in time with the rhythm. This can get quite hectic and chaotic, and you have to keep your cool under pressure. The further you progress in the game, the more abilities you will learn. You start off with a drum attack, that's kinda like your basic attack, and a dance move that you use to power up transmitters or collect items. You later learn the drum roll, which is your dodge maneuver, and a clap, which is a ranged attack. And I guess you will learn some more abilities later down the road. The story is a bit wacky and zany and tries to have some social commentary, I think. We play as one of the last few humans on Earth in a desolate and pretty grim world. Machines and strange creatures inhabit the land, and they have adopted our negative traits in a capitalist dystopia. We visit different towns where workers are abused or are outright slaves, or where people fear to go outside because of the toxic air. And in every town we have to defeat a boss to rescue another human and save the people from these harmful conditions. Dialogue is tongue-in-cheek and full of puns and contemporary humor, and I quite like it. I don't like it as much as, for example, the writing of Undertale, but I think it's still quite enjoyable. The music ranges from calm and mellow to energetic and funky. And since I don't know enough about music to tell you anything of substance, let's just listen to it a bit. I do like the music, but I think it doesn't work as well gameplay-wise as it should. And I don't think it's a problem with the soundtrack itself, but more with the actual game design. It seems you can only attack on the first beat of every bar, which is kinda unintuitive. In Crypt of the Necrodancer, for example, you have to move on every beat, and by that you get more into the flow of the music. With this game it's a bit unintuitive. And because I have to pause and wait so long between attacks, I quite often miss a beat. Also, it feels really weird that you can freely move around, but only attack on beat. I mean, it works and you can adapt to it, but well, it still feels weird. And again, I prefer the system of Crypt of the Necrodancer or Cadence of Hyrule, where you have to move to the beat all the time, or well, at least as long as there are enemies on the screen. It kinda feels unpolished. The gameplay is a bit weird, but still fun. The graphics range from expressive and detailed to MS Paint, and the level design itself isn't too inspired. But I do like the game. It's a neat little rhythm game with its own identity, and for $3 or $4 or maybe $5, I'd recommend it to everyone who is also into rhythm games. But it's priced at $10, which is a bit too much. I mean, they did create a neat little soundtrack for this game, but well, so do other games. And while there is a lot of creativity to be found in this, I don't think it's worth the asking price. It's worth playing, but not really worth paying that much. I guess it would have been better if there were a $5 game-only version and a $10 premium version that includes the soundtrack. But well, they thought otherwise, it seems. Right now you can get the game on Steam with a 30% discount, so I guess it's fine if you buy it, well, right now. The game is fun, is a bit unpolished, but yeah, I think it might be worth your while. And with that, I bid you adieu. Have a great day. That's it from Rady, and I hope to see you again on the next game.